I'd planned to release this video on drop day, however when it came to editing it, it was just too difficult. I kept getting really wound up and really angry, and in fact I was angry with myself. In hindsight, I wish I just didn't even bother. I thought it'd be a great idea for a video to purchase a pack of the Hot Wheels NFTs. Now for starters, I'm totally against NFTs. I don't really understand them anyway, but I think they're just a crock of shit. But whatever, I thought this might be a cool idea for a video, so I decided to buy a pack so you don't have to. At least that's the idea I tell myself to make myself feel slightly better about the whole situation. Anyway, let's get into how it actually went. As per usual, it being Mattel Creations, not only was I buying what could be called a scam, the website as usual gave massive troubles. I was able to click on that earlier. For some reason there were issues with people opening the packs. I don't know if the site was overwhelmed or something else, but they had actually shut the process down so you weren't able to open the packs anymore. So I went and did some research and looked around, stumbled on some Reddit threads, and yeah, there was a very interesting one where people had been posting their pulls. And a lot of people from the first few packs had minted the premium or super treasure hunt NFT cars, which are the ones you can get the physical car of. And of course this brought speculation that perhaps Mattel had closed it down because people were getting the rare cars too soon, which isn't very good for me. Some people had actually got multiple. Of course this is just speculation, however it left me feeling great about the pulls I was going to get. Not. Also, don't know why they use the term mint or minting. I just think of breath mints. I did have the chance to actually click on this earlier. Kinda wish I did, but I ended up having dinner in between doing the filming, so missed my chance. Anyway, once they had sorted all this, I finally had the chance to open my awesome virtual collector cars that don't actually exist. Ain't it a great time to be alive, you know? It's just all this online stuff, you know, NFTs. What a time to be alive and enjoying the act of living. Wow. Fuck it, I suppose. You crunched the blocks earlier. I was going to tell my friend about this, but then I felt way too ashamed to admit I've actually bought some NFTs, so hopefully he doesn't see this video. In fact, this video may never surface. I still feel shameful.
Wow.
Oh no, it's done something. Oh wow, look, a cool animation. That is fucking awful. Right, I've wasted 20 quid. I just saw they all say common and rare, whatever. What a shit show. As far as I'm aware, it's only premium and their play on NFT treasure hunts, NFTH or whatever. And just like that, the realisation set in that I'd just wasted 20 quid. To me, these NFTs are absolutely useless. They're just looped GIFs of a Hot Wheels car on some animated card. I don't care to go into any detail about how they could be used with something else. It just doesn't interest me whatsoever. My take on this is it's a very scummy way of Mattel making a quick buck. That's all this really is. The cars that you can get printed are basically a hugely induced rarity. There's no reason for these cars to be rare. They're basically just a premium car that they make a stupidly low number of. Other than that, there's nothing more to it. Most people, let's face it, wouldn't be buying these if there wasn't a physical counterpart to be had, apart from a few people that still seem to think NFTs are a good thing. One day it'll crash and burn, but Mattel seem to think this is a great idea. The best way to compare it is a bit like a blind box, except 90% of the blind boxes you don't actually get a single thing inside. It's an empty box with an imaginary picture in. Another way to look at it is a bit like gambling. You're putting quite a lot of money in and there's only a % chance you're actually going to get anything back out of it. Again, some people argue the NFTs are worth the money, but let's face it, they're just not. It's a bit like all those car competitions that exist. I won't lie, I fall victim to this a lot myself, especially when a Mitsubishi Evo comes up in a competition. I always enter those, because from my point of view, I'd absolutely love to have a cooler, more street-cred car. Something like an Evo is a massive dream car of mine, but I don't feel like I'm ever going to have the money, or ever be able to save up the money in my lifetime to buy one. So I enter these competitions. Much like how I won't be able to afford the stupid extortionate prices that people are charging for these apparently rare cars that you can get from these NFTs. Some of them are listed up in the thousands, it's ridiculous. Now of course, I'm sure you can agree, if you're a fellow collector, you want all the Hot Wheels. You want the chance to be able to get every single car in your collection. And the rarer they are, the more you want to get hold of them. And this is the problem. Part of us as collectors want to have the rare cars. So we have a go. We buy as many NFT packs as we can, and we have a go to try and get these rare printed cars. Now, this is great if you end up getting one, but you still got to think. Some people I saw had 2 accounts buying as many as they could. So they bought 14 packs and they'd get like 1 or 2 cars out of it. They're spending a fortune just trying to get these cars, which Mattel could just make and sell much like a regular Redline release car, or even make more of them. Even the Redline cars at the minute are hard to get hold of. Basically, what I'm trying to say is they know what they're doing. They know they're going to get money out of this, but they don't even have to make the cars. They can make a quarter of the amount of cars they'd normally do and sell these virtual packs. These images probably take nothing really for them to make, and the idea that oh, it's made by the famous creators behind each Hot Wheels car, it's just reusing their own Hot Wheels cars and adding a background. There's nothing to it. There you go. Here's the percentage chances as well. It literally says luck of the draw, so you do actually know what you're getting into. What's worse still is I'm trying to put this point across, yet I know full well that next series I will probably try and buy a pack or 2 again. Hypocrite? Maybe, but this is what I mean. It's so addictive. Just what if I do get the rare car this time? What if I do? What if I get it? And then I have this awesome car in my collection. Is it actually worth it? And this is what I mean. Sometimes being a collector really can seem like a disease. And actually, funnily enough, the same day these came out, I was listening to the radio and they were saying over the news how they're going to make gambling restrictions much stricter over here, make it so people can't waste all their money, and set spending limits and like not have as much advertisement for betting and all that. Gambling is a very big thing, and I feel that it's just funny that this was all over the news when this NFT pack released, because I don't see this as a very far from gambling. Well, even the NFTs, even if you strip away the rare physical car, the NFTs have their own rarities and how many are printed or minted or whatever they say, which again is a random number that they could make as many of that car as they want. They can make as many of that GIF as they want. This is rare because the card is shiny. It's the same as a Pokemon card blister where it's a hologram, but at least in Pokemon you get a real card, you donuts. But that's not the point, is it? See, I kind of see it is a form of gambling. Anyway, I've tried my best to keep this video as short as I can. The amount of rambling I've had to cut out, the amount of retakes and these voiceovers I've had to do, I'm just going to leave it here. Do what you will with this. I mean, if you have bought these and do enjoy NFTs, I mean, as long as you get a decent amount of enjoyment out of it and you don't feel ripped off when you don't get the rare stuff, then I guess carry on. I'm not here to judge you or anything like that. I'm just thinking for my point of view and maybe other collectors' point of view who just want the physical items. They don't care for the NFTs. I don't know, the NFT thing, I feel like it's run its course and it's a bit old now. So of course, let me know down in the comments your thoughts on NFTs, your thoughts on Hot Wheels' take on NFTs. Let me know down below if you've spent any money on this. Do you regret it or have you lucked out? Be free to let me know anything else on NFTs down in the comments. Try not to bully me. I'm just young, new to NFTs. I could be missing a big point here. Yeah, I've also come from an area where I've seen a lot of the videos saying that NFTs are bad and jokes of it being used in games and things. So, you know, feel free to try and sway me the other way. I don't know if it's going to work, but there we are. Yeah, and just any other thoughts and opinions you have down below, be sure to let me know. And I hope it kind of gives you a bit of an insight into what these are. Yeah, help you decide in future whether you want to buy the next series or not. That's if there even is a next series, but there we are. Again, thanks for watching, and subscribe for more real physical die-cast models. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say, really. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.